So we're doing these more individual reacts now.
Yeah.
So there's just so many hand tattoos. So I just gotta get to them.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's bang them out.
Man, there's a lot of hand tattoos out there. This is like a symptom of the times.
Yeah.
Like there's more hand tattoos than any other tattoo.
And there's a lot of solitary hand tattoos, which I don't like.
Yeah. Like this guy has nothing on his arm. This first one that we're like he's got because we'll talk a bit about it in a minute here, but like. This is not the way, in my opinion.
No,
it's not like I'm trying to gatekeep and you can't have hand tattoos.
God no.
Else. It's just it's not a great look.
Yeah,
right. It's the same reason I don't like neck tattoos unless you have other stuff.
Yeah,
like it's kind of like okay, but what is that? Where is that coming from?
Mm-hmm.
What is happening here? It's just a floating piece.
I will say, like, the only ones that I tend to agree with for hand tattoos, if they're just kind of hanging out, are like more minimalist ones that don't fill the hand. The filling the hand is the weirder part. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have a real big problem with this one in particular. I kind of like it. Like it's a nice little banger. Don't get me wrong, but like this is not the place for it. Like, where are we going here?
Yeah.
What in the world are we doing with this star?
I mean, whatever we want, you know.
There's genuine inspiration where it's lacking talent or direction.
Yeah.
Right. This was a little interesting tattoo. Like,
I'm guessing flash piece.
Yeah, this looks like a flash type thing. The star is really wonky.
The weird thing is, like, this guy's more of a trad dude.
Yeah.
And like trad dudes don't like putting stuff on hands right away. Usually.
Yeah, usually it's that whole earned tattoo.
Yeah, they're usually the hardest on those types of things.
Oh, you only do it this way. Right? Yeah, pretty set in their ways.
Yeah, we only do it this way because it goes with our craft beers.
Yeah, some guy said so a million years ago.
Yeah.
Therefore.
Yeah.
However, I like this tattoo more than I should because it's not the best done, but it's kind of cool. That being said, the placement is really, really bothering me.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just so... I'm here now.
Yeah.
You could build like a whole scene of these guys theoretically, but you'd have to get into you'd almost have to get into a different style of shading. Like you'd have to get into a style blending type thing, I think.
Probably.
Like almost like realistic background or something. You know what I mean?
I mean, that would be the way to get it all tied together.
Yeah.
You would immediately think that way, which I understand.
Well, what the hell, man? How the hell are you going to work with this?
You're just going to do this and then probably nothing else. That's most likely what's going to happen. But I get what you're saying. If you want to have, like, you could have characters in this vein.
Yeah.
Especially if you kept this theme of the red being the kind of through line of whatever's viewed there. That's a really cool idea. You could keep continuing that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It's just these things are the bane of my existence. So as much as I enjoy this guy, I think he would have been better on like the back of a neck or something.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like there's more isolated places for this where it's not really bothering anything else. Even if you're not going to go full body suit, like at the side of an ankle or something.
Even if, hey?
Yeah.
I like that's your standard. Even if you're not going to tattoo your full body.
I feel like we're going to go 10 years from now, you're going to see bodysuits everywhere.
Oh, it'll be very common.
Yeah, it'll be very common.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's too humorous to say.
Yeah.
I just think that people like this don't realize where they're going to end up one day.
Well, it's like the dude I was tattooing yesterday. He was talking about how he'll have a leg sleeve and a sleeve. And I'm like, yeah, sure you will, buddy.
Tattoos are very, very okay now, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So people are going to go, oh, I actually like getting tattooed.
Yeah.
And they're going to keep, like I said to you the other day, some of these old dudes that come in, it's like their day at the spa.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? They get wined and dined and romanced a little.
Yeah.
And get the coffee. And
yeah.
It's all about them, and they get to talk about their life.
Yeah.
And they get a cool picture at the end of it. Like, this thing is in its infancy.
Oh, yeah, I would agree.
This is going to blow up like we can't even imagine. I'm sure of it.
Yep.
So.
And, like, to be honest, with most people where they're getting tattoos, the pain ain't that bad. So
no, it's really not.
Yeah. It's kind of chill. All right. Next up.
Yeah, I like this way better. That being said, the yellow is quite alarming, but I actually like that.
Yeah, I do too.
Right, and by the way, like that yellow is super, super bright.
Yeah.
The light blue is pretty good too, but I don't know what happened with the top of the rest of the arm there. It looks like it's done by someone else.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, it looks like they've gone to somebody else for that, but this one, pretty banging.
Yeah, I like this tattoo. I think it's a shame that whoever did this one didn't do the rest of the arm.
Yeah.
Because I like this style a lot.
Yeah, this would have been a really cool sleeve.
And these things make great sleeves anyway.
Yeah, they do.
Right? Like, this is the style to do a sleeve in. Like,
Yep.
man, some parts of what I want to do with my suit are very, very emblematic of Japanese traditional, where it's like flowing and one thing. And
I still love that Japanese traditional immediately was like, no, we do full coverage.
yeah,
Like they're worried about background almost immediately.
Yep.
And yet American traditional, no.
yeah, it's a weird thing.
You want to put some dots all over you? Yeah, sure.
I don't know why that is.
I mean, well, I do know why that is. Like, historically speaking, when you were going in for tattoos back in the day, you weren't choosing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You went there, you talked with the guy, and the guy gave you something. And
if he was there.
Yeah, if he was there. But, like, it was the idea that he told you what you were going to get. If you needed to get a full bodysuit, you were getting a full bodysuit. It just wasn't what it was. And you'd have certain stages of your accomplishment and,
there are certain
trajectory.
tattooers that will look at your body and they'll come up with, like, what that you're getting. You know what I mean? Like, where it's like, oh, this is what you get.
Well, I kind of try and do that for the vibe of the person.
Yep, I think that's right.
Yeah, but I like this.
Yeah, it's cool. The red is cool too. The border with the dark, like the hard black is really, really popping the red out. So.
Yeah, it looks like, I think this is healed.
Yeah, I think so too.
I like it better healed than I did fresh.
Yep.
The healed is really nice. It's settled nicely.
It's disconcerting. The fresh doesn't look like it's going to look like that healed.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't look as in there as it was.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's cool.
I like it. Next up, another trad banger on a hand.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Here we go again.
Yeah, right? Solitary hand tattoo.
This is another little flash guy by the looks of things.
If one of these was your tattoo, guy who sent this in, can you explain why you went right to your hand?
Yeah, I don't understand the rush.
And, like, I can understand if it's just I wanted to. You can just say that. That's fine too. But, like, what you got a lot of room on you. Why'd you go this route?
So my first tattoo was my son's name on my arm. As lame as that may sound.
Doesn't sound lame.
But
your son's cool.
After that, yeah, he's not so bad.
Yeah, you know.
After that, I was doing stuff under my shirt and stuff forever.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even have sleeves until God knows when, right? Like, it was, like, really far in. And then I didn't get hand tattoos until, like, 2015 or 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2015. But, like, even then, I should have waited longer.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because it would have been better off if I had it built off of the sleeve.
Yeah.
I got to a place where I was like, I can have hand tattoos now. I know I'm going to argue with it, but even still, I just think that these things are done better at the end of something.
Yeah.
Like, that trails off.
Yeah, I would agree.
That's what I ended up doing eventually anyway.
I mean, granted, if you are just doing bangers and you're just kind of collecting little trad stamp kind of things, then I guess, like, hey, whatever, you just put them wherever. But I don't know.
The lack of visible forearm or wrist tattoos is perplexing to me.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's like I want to go for the kill right away.
Yeah, really.
You know, I don't care about having any fun with this.
Yeah.
I just want the flashy stuff.
Yeah, no kissing.
This is the kind of behavior that leads to, like, first face tattoos.
Yeah, 100%. And again, there's too much of that right now, too.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, this one's done pretty nicely.
Yeah, it's not bad. I guess we should talk about the actual tattoo.
Yeah, rather than just the concept.
There are some things that I like about it.
Yeah.
I think it's fresh, is it?
Oh yeah, that's definitely fresh.
So I don't think that red is as solid as it's gonna shake out a bit.
Yeah.
The good thing about losing red though is it kind of matches the skin tone a little bit anyway. Mm-hmm. So it's not like losing solid black. I don't think.
I will say that blue is in there.
Yeah, the blue's great.
Like really well.
What is that? Where an artist can saturate one color better than another?
You know, Terry and I were talking about it yesterday. Some colors are really nice to work with.
Yeah, I heard some of that. Like, he was apprehensive of doing the gray for that reason. He doesn't like using gray.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons that I was thinking of that color with your neck there, because it was just like that color is really nice to work with.
Yeah, well, that's so. I guess different chemicals, right?
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, and like
they come in similar bottles. You're like, oh, I expect similar quality.
Well, some in companies, yeah, more than others.
Yeah.
Like the ones that I've got, they're all very similar to work with, which is not very easy to work with, but they're all very similar. It doesn't really matter the shade, but especially with the Fusion line, oh my God, they're all so different.
Yeah, you can see that.
That's why people end up finding ones that they like and they lean on them. So you'll see like one guy that has a particular set of colors that he uses over and over and over again.
It's almost like it becomes like a ritual. Like, it has to be this one.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah. So I have these 3 colors.
Yeah.
Seriously though. But yeah, no, that is a factor. Sometimes the color is the limiting factor. Otherwise, just maybe they picked a different grouping and sent it better. You know?
Yeah, it could be too.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't hate it, but it's not for me.
Yeah, I agree with you. All right, next up.
Here we go. This is like that other one that I liked, but I like it less.
I do too.
Uglier. Like
confusing.
Yeah, it just looks like a meatball.
This needed to be way bigger.
Meatball.
Yeah, I get you.
Like it looks kind of like it's infected. You know what I mean? Like it has that rotten fruit kind of
bumpy,
vibe to
the
it.
bumpy vibe.
Yeah, and that's gonna probably settle down a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, I don't like it. There's too much dark. Doesn't breathe enough.
I was gonna say there's not enough black.
Well, there's not enough hard black.
Yeah.
There's not enough negative space.
Yeah.
Like, because what negative space there is congested.
Yeah.
It's just blorby.
Yeah, blorby. That's a great word.
Yeah, it just looks like a big evil balloon or something, you know?
Something tells me this looks better healed.
I don't know. Yeah, it probably does, and it probably doesn't look as bad as this photo makes it out to be.
Yeah, this photo makes it look rough. Like the inflammation makes it look really blorby.
But judging by the rest of the sleeve, I don't expect too much.
No.
You know what I mean?
But I just be able, like right now, it's hard to distinguish what the hell's going on, right? Again, I think that's the inflammation.
Yeah, some of that swelling, for sure.
So I'd be interested to see a healed one of this one, but that's just me.
Yeah, I don't know if I need to see this again, but I do think it would look better healed.
Yeah.
The other thing is like, I don't know how much disservice he's doing to this whole sleeve either.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because this could be the worst lighting of all time.
Yeah.
It's clear he's either taking it or, he's taking this photo himself in whatever lighting he could find.
Yeah.
So.
In the woods.
In the woods.
Yep.
It's not a bad backdrop, though.
No, it's not. I like this room.
Yeah.
All right. Last but not least, this thing.
Yeah, so I'm not going to go as hard on this as I did the other ones.
No, I was going to go pretty hard on this one.
This looks like a scratcher mess, right? And then it's immediately graded on a curb.
I get you.
It's not playing by the same rules.
No, definitely not.
This wasn't done in a shop by anyone, and it looks like there may be some cover-up involved here, too.
Yeah, I think so.
It's just fucking bizarre. Let's cover a bad tattoo with a worse tattoo.
If there's not cover-up involved now, I'm sure there'll be cover-up involved later.
And not just a cover-up, but a blast over on a cover-up, too.
Yeah.
That 13 was done later.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's an 18.
Is it an 18?
I don't know. They look conjoined.
Well, it's maybe just some drop out in the black.
13? 18?
Yeah, so for folks watching, this is a sunflower, right?
Yeah.
It's a little different than what I have on my stomach.
Oh, your sunflower's a little different. Yeah, for sure.
Just for the people who are always saying
your sunflower's spooky.
Yeah, I got a spooky dying sunflower.
Yeah.
An evil sunflower.
Yep.
This one's not quite as neat as that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Obviously he already knows this should all just be blacked out.
Yeah.
But whether that'll ever happen or not is up in the air. But at least this person probably has tattoos all over the place.
My guess is this. I assume this is something sentimental because right now it makes absolutely no sense to me.
Oh, I'm sure there's a story. There's always a story. There's a story to those dumb gears you didn't get to do the other day.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But it wasn't worth listening to.
No.
So yeah, pal. Everyone else does too.
Yeah, I like your excuses.
You're so fucking special. Get gears and say they're for your kids. They don't give a fuck. What the fuck are you talking about?
Are your kids gears?
Just get the gears and move on.
Yeah.
Same thing. Get the sunflower and keep your mouth shut. That's a story. That's perfectly great. No one else cares, though.
Fair.
Right?